We're going to talk about side control. So we got all kinds of different kinds of side controls. The request for today was Switchbase Side Control, okay? So, so how this is going to work, we're going to talk about entries. So if I come up and I'm in side control and he's just kind of here like this, and I'm hugging him, okay? What we want to think about is we got two base positions for our far arm, which is short underhook, which means his hands in front of my face, or long underhook, which is hands behind my neck. Then from here, we got this inside arm, which is the devil, okay? So to start into our switch base position, by me just being here on top and crushing him, he's gonna take his inside arm and push my hip. So when he starts to push my hip, just right there, which is a very common thing, everybody does this. He starts to push the hip, I let my shoulder and my hip go, I bump his elbow, I lift, I slide right into place, okay? And then I'm just hanging out right here. Is this where you want me to be? Okay. So I can still have the arm here, or I can still have the arm here, okay? You can stay here if you want, or you can keep pulling this and you can come up even higher and get right back to there and kill that inside arm, okay? But the position of today is just right here, okay? Now, relax for a second. Work off those ribs. I'm good. Here now, what I don't want to do is be sitting on my butt and putting any weight on this elbow, okay? So when I'm here, I'm like this. I'm not leaning on this elbow, okay? I'm pulling, and for the sake of talking, I keep my head up, okay? But I kind of want to be down here like this, crushing his soul and pulling this arm, okay? So, come back, side control, pressure. I feel he pushes my hip, boom, I slide up, and I hang out for a second. I'm just hanging. If he starts wiggling on me, I'm just kind of, pull. See that? My elbow's off the ground. Use my karate pull. Right there. And this is really polite because I'd be like up here. Okay? About 10 of them. Just that hip switch. Lap, lap, lap. Because a lot of times what happens is this. You'll get about right here, right? And you'll be passing the guard. Boom, I'll start to get in, and I'll start moving my hips, and I'll get to here. Boom, his hand goes to my hip. Lap, and I'm up. Okay? So, a couple of those. Ready, set, go. So you see right here? So I got like butterfly position right to here. Okay, so now I come in, I get off to the side, I get the underhook. Got my underhook right here. I grab his elbow. Boom, I'm right to here. We're gonna fall to the side. I hit him with that sweep. Boom, I kick my leg off. I'm already right into the position. Okay, so this should be an entry, all right, into this position. To stay here and attack. Right now I have the long underhook, which is fine. I'm cupping this right to here. I'm being really polite right now, sitting on the floor, but up like that, see it? And I'm pulling, head down. Okay, one more time. Right here, Josh. So I'm here, basic entry, boom, capture this, basic hooking sweep. Okay, see how high I am? Boom, right to there. Okay, here, hit him with my belly. Okay. Side mount, last one really quick. Guard, I'll pass your guard. So like if I'm just here like this, let's just keep this super simple. Feet are on the hips. I'm gonna come in, double outside karate block, bring this knee up from here. Just push this leg down, bop, just like this. Basic cut pass. If his arm is here, I underhook. If his arm is here, I underhook. Boom. Now as I'm coming in, see how he's already blocking that? Pull that. Get this guy all the way up here. Okay? Does this make sense? I can be here, or you can re-pummel it. Yeah. Okay? So, basic cut pass into a switch base. Okay? 1, 2, 3. That'll be our third. So now, let's just talk about maintaining. Okay? So, to maintain, we have to understand what are they going to do to us, okay? So they're going to frame, they're going to bump, they're going to stiff arm, right? We have to be like a wet towel, okay? Because if you take a towel and it's wet, it just kind of gets on top of whatever, okay? So here, when I get into my position, I don't want to be sitting up like this and back. Okay, because all he has to do is just grab my lapel right there, stiff arm me, boom, and I'm a dead duck. I don't want my feet up here, because all he has to do is just sit up. Okay, I still have to be active toes, all right, and active hip. I don't want my hip on the floor, okay? But I don't want my face up all the time, okay? So we're gonna have multiple fights here. I'm gonna have my feet, hips, body control, and then the hand fight, and then the face fight, okay? Because if he's pushing my face, I'm gonna have to clear his hands. So for right now, if I'm just up on this hanging out, and he starts to circle on me or move, I'm just kind of this. If he tries to bump, I'm just kind of hanging out. Sometimes this outside leg is gonna be stable, okay? That's your hydraulic. This is your swinging leg. Get it? Hydraulic, swinging leg. Okay, so for right now, this is me just maintaining this exact position and not transitioning majorly. Okay, so he starts moving on me. Every time he pushes my face, clear it. Okay? He's gonna push your face, he has to. Push my face, clear it. Alright?
What about when they frame?
Frame? Yeah, just like this, when they frame, just pull it. Okay, or frame, push it. Okay, see what I'm saying? Or frame, pummel it. Okay, see what I'm saying? Frame. This is all the hand fighting. Hand fighting is everywhere. You already know all those answers because you've done it somewhere else. Now you just got to apply it here. Okay? So all I want you to do, bottom guy's wiggling, this and that, blah, blah, blah. You just maintain it. If he like bumps me hard, riding the ride, baby. But you can't ride the ride and be stiff. You gotta ride and be relaxed, okay? So you wanna be strong, but relaxed, all right? Oxymoron. All right, 1, 2, 3. But back to our entries, right? Which was, we did just the switch base, like when they pushed our hip, when we did the butterfly sweep, or we did a cut pass, right? Yeah. What we don't wanna deal with is that inside arm. We want it to be gone. Kill the inside arm, all right? So come here. So, if I'm on the top right here and I'm in side control, I need to make this a habit right here. So it doesn't matter what's going on with this arm right now. I don't care if it's here or if it's here. I want to fight everybody 2 to 1. Okay? So when he pushes my hip, boom, it's literally up, boom, right to here. Okay? 2 to 1. Now I got 2 hands to his 1. Does this make sense? Yes, sir. So we want to immediately get this arm. Get it locked up just like that. Okay? So we're going to get good at just trapping this arm. All right? So when he pushes my hip right to here, I start to turn. I come back. I grab his wrist. I pull it, bang his shoulder, step over the top. Okay? Now I can hang tough here just like this, and I can start attacking other things. Or 2, we'll eventually step over. Okay? Here or here. Okay? But for now, just there. Second one, butterfly guard. Because we're going back to all the entries. I'm here. This is where I make this one work the most. Because there's a lot going on. I hit him with this sweep. Boom. I'm already up. Whop. Boom. I'm right to here. And I'm killing him with like a on top crucifix. Right? Third one. We're here. I'm passing the guard. Pop. Boom. I'm already up. Boom, pulling this over and stepping over the top. Okay, I could be here on my belly, or I could be on my side. Because later, we're gonna come down and get that submission.
What the fuck was that?
You know, it's an elbow.
You feel like an elbow?
It's your elbow right there. Okay, cool?
Yes, sir.
So 3 entries to feet in the leg. Cool? Yes, sir.
Are you Senkaku?
You can, yes.
Okay.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. Just just get it between your legs. A lot of times. Turn around this way so I can see.
Which way?
It doesn't matter, stay right there. All right. I can do it on both sides.
Cool.
Okay. When I'm here, I try to get that.
Ooh. So Bison would be.
No, I think
Now,
stuck.
in MMA, where's my MMA guys? Boys, you get side control on somebody. Wouldn't it be easier to punch somebody in the face?
Yes.
When it's like this, I always tell, you'll get this. I only want to fight the drummer from Def Leppard. Because he's only got one arm. Right?
Yes, sir.
So I always make it 2-to-1. 2-to-1, I'm winning. Okay? So this stuff right here, I can stuff it and just be here like this and cross and be like that. I can triangle, reverse triangle, whatever. But if I can really get that, and the thumb goes to the crook of the knee. See, because now I know where his elbow is. It's right there. It's right there. Now what happens when I start pushing this down? See how his shoulder comes up? Well, when I go, and we're going to get into this, is going to be one of our submissions. Okay, but for right now, I got to stuff the leg. So I want you to do it from him pushing the hip, stuff it. I want you to do it from the butterfly sweep, stuff it. I want you to do it from the pass, stuff it. Okay, 1, 2, 3. And then we have the arm feed. And our theme is kill the inside arm, right? 2-to-1. So from here, I'm just going to teach it from here, but every time you practice, I still want you to keep practicing on entries because then you keep getting better at it, right? So now, from here, I'm in like this. He pushes, turn this way. He pushes my hip. Boom. He turns me. I slide down to the wrist. I pull. I bang the knee. I step over the top. And I don't want to go here, okay? I want to just go right to his wrist. I want to go right to his wrist, and I want the thumb in the crook of my knee, okay? Now, what I got to do is give him a little pull right to there, just to tug him up, okay? Then from here, my knee is touching his shoulder. I'm going to slide my knee back and find his elbow. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this down and push. Yep. It's that simple, okay? Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So, boom. See how it pulls the shoulder up? Can't have that shoulder coming up because it'll never work. Coach, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. We'll just... There it is. Sorry.
So then, I guess if you could show us on this side.
Here,
or
slide
the
over
other
here.
side
Just
of
slide
the
right here.
arm.
Yeah. Just right here. Because I don't want to. I'm right here. Look. I'm here. I'm stretching that. My knee's on his shoulder. I come back and I find his elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I'm doing is I'm bringing this down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, lever, fulcrum, pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Now what happens is when I push this down, the teeter-totter brings up this side, right? Well, if I stuff the teeter-totter, pin that to the mat, the board will break. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay? Now, this is just one. It's got to be done quick, okay? Because when we get to here he starts pushing my hip, and I start sliding up high. Boom, I'm already like, bah, there it was. See it? Okay? So for right now, this is not about getting good at it. This is about discovering the move, learning it, finding all the little pieces, problem solving it. Who is your teacher right now? Your training partner. Your training partner is your teacher. They're the ones that are going to tell you, oh, no, there it is. See what I'm saying? They're the gauge, okay? I'm just here to really relay information. They're the true teacher. They're the ones that are going to tell you if it's right or wrong. Now, you just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and keep the process, keep cleaning up the process. Switch the hip, pull the elbow, slide up, feed the leg, get your knee on the wrist, slide your knee back to the elbow, push the shoulder, and then just you're just going to have to kind of figure it out, like you're juggling or balancing something, right? Until you get it. And go back and do it again and again. Now remember, you ever heard the term practice makes perfect? No. Practice makes progress. Okay? Perfect practice makes perfect. But we got to start with practice makes progress. Okay? So start with that, all right? 1, 2, 3. Now, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to get that leg stuffed. Now, the thing is he's got 2 arms. So this one's doing this, and this one's going to come over and help that one, right? We have to know that, okay? So we'll start again. Let's say, I'm here like this. Boom, I pass. I come in right to here. As I start, he pushes on my hip. I start to pull up. I'm turning, twisting that wrist away. I'm coming over the top. Boom, we're already there. And he's like, ah! So that other hand starts to come. Thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? And I'm just like this. What'd you say? Thanks. High five. Okay? Boom. And I'm right to there. Gotta be ready for it. Because he has to do that, don't you?
Have to try to reach.
So that's the first one. As he swings around, just capture it. Now, see how I'm on my side? I just abort, go belly down, still got his arm between his legs, hit him with the old supinate twister-roo, and pull back.
You're still staying feet forward.
Yeah, just, it doesn't matter. He's here.
It won't matter.
Okay, it doesn't matter. He's
Seriously
here.
doesn't matter.
Okay, he's gonna do whatever. If he takes his hand that way, I'm gonna sit on it. If he takes it the other way, I'm gonna sit on it. You know. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
It's pretty simple, right? So just come into play, start stuffing it before you even get to that arm lock. He's freaking out. Bring that hand across and just capture it. Capture the hand. Okay? And then take him and then go belly down and hit that Americana lock. All right? Super simple. Right? 1, 2, 3. So we'll go down this rabbit hole. We're stuffing the arm, okay? Killing the inside arm so we can attack the outside arm or the neck, right? And 2, we're looking at some common responses because we talked about common responses earlier, right? So me being here, his arm is either behind my face right to here or it's in front. Doesn't matter because once he starts to push here, he pushes my hip, I come up. Let's just say he keeps that frame. Boom, I'm right to here, and I can just take it if it's in front of me. If it's behind me, and I'm here and I start to stuff, and I'm starting to do this stuff right here, and then it comes, I catch it, right? I could take it, but as I catch it, let's say he pushes through. See what I just did? So I'm here just like this, and I'm starting to do this. He brings his arm around, and he starts to frame my face. Catch it, I can pull. Now, I can pull 2 different ways. I can pull it in front, and I put his elbow right on my sternum, come down, hug his face, and now from here, I abort the inside arm. Good. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
It's a good one.
That's not good.
I'm just going to be straight up with you, okay? This is a diaphragm submission, okay? This is like none like you've ever felt before, okay? It's not a choke on the neck. It is, I'm gonna like put you in a, you know, like you go take a car to the junkyard and put it in the thing and it goes smash.
Yeah.
That's what's happening to you. Okay? So, I'm here, I'm in side control. He pushes my hip, he forces this circular rotation. I come up, I start attacking, stepping over the top. As that hand, secondary hand, comes in and starts framing. And he starts to like post his leg and frame into me. And I'm like, oh, I don't like this. Pull. Pull it till his elbow touches your sternum. Boom, place it. Push it down, hug his face. Abort the bottom leg. Come back, circle into his hips, right to here. Pull up and sprawl down. His elbow is right there on his sternum, on top of my sternum, and then I push and pull right to there. And it is just bam.
Can we see it one more time?
At least 5 times.
Everybody cool?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's try it. 1, 2, 3. Call this the check. Ready? So if we always make it a habit, guys, and like I said, we're going with a couple ideas. We're doing the Switchbase Side Control, and if we can always make it a habit to kill the inside arm immediately, that makes it easier for us because now we can do more attacks, right? You know, so like if I'm here and I just start whack, and I'm coming in, I dive on him, and I'm already pulling this guy up, right? One little fun one we got to do before we stuff it, okay? Can everybody see? See here? When I pull this up really hard, here, I got to just show you. I bring this knee to the shoulder, and I bring this one to the elbow.
Oh, yeah, you do.
All right, that's a Kimura.
Yeah.
That's an elbow, and that's a wrist lock.
Yeah.
Okay. All of those, when you yank on that, this right here makes him want to do what? What? Pull his arm back. See that? See that? Thanks. Okay. Then I'm already in play, and like I said, I can be coming back and doing this because he's got to do 3 things, right? What are they? Pull or nothing. If he does nothing, I keep attacking this. But he starts to push. Brings that hand in. Huh? And I can take the one. Here, he pushes me. Whoa! Put it right to there. That right there is just an arm bar.
Yeah.
Okay, and as I do that, bop, come down and hit that. Now, this one here, okay, just so we're clear, I can go over his arm, or as I pull this, I can come under, right? And now I'm set up for head and arm choke. You guys know head and arm choke? So if I want to keep this right to here, all I do is I just kind of cut to the other side. Kill it just like that.
Like that little hip thing.
What? Turn it, turn
Yeah,
more.
that was slick.
Because what happens is I turn your way and then I pull you right back.
Yeah.
Get your shoulders flat.
Yep.
Okay? So, I go over the arm, I chest choke. I go under the arm, I hit the head and arm choke. Okay? But you still gotta abort the inside arm and come back. Does this make sense? Now, all we're doing is like glorified, what they call attack by trapping.
Right.
Right out of the Tao Ji Kendo book, because that's what we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Me trapping his arm so I can attack the other arms. Because, have you guys ever done any Kung Fu before?
Yeah.
Get up on your knees for a second. Just so you go, you all seen the movie Enter the Dragon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Stand on your knees, put your right knee in front. This is how they fight and Enter the Dragon. Okay? Now, first move, Bruce Lee. No, don't even do it, I just hit him. Whack! Pak Sao, right? Pak Sao means slap and hit, right? So I move this out of the way, smack him in the face. Move this out of the way, smack him in the face. Probing.
Yeah.
Then what happens is this guy goes, boom, does that. Defends. Pull off. Whack, hits him again. Lops out. Pak Sao, lops out, right? That makes sense? Then he goes down, defend, bop, and he does that one. This is all hand trapping or attack by immobilization. Okay, so we're here down in side control. As I'm coming in and passing the guard, like this guy's right here, and I'm moving all this stuff out of the way, and I'm coming in, he's pushing my hip. Wow! Attack. Right to there, see it? Immobile. Other hand comes around, boom. I take it that way, right? I pull it, hand over, I get the chest choke, hand under, right to here, and I start working the head and arm choke. Okay, does this make sense?
Sir.
Can you guys all do the head and arm choke really quick?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. Let's do that really quick. Like 2 minutes, 1, 2, 3. This by far is my most favorite move. Save the best for last. Okay, here, he pushes my hip. Okay, now if I spar with you, I will do this to you. Because it's literally gonna happen. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then from here, if you're holding onto your belt, I'll just rip this arm. Okay? Go a little more technical, slower down. Okay? Because I personally, like I said, when I started thinking about it, I'm like, man, what if I just chopped your arm off and only had to fight 2 to 1? This would work. How can I do that? Well, I can do that by trapping the arm between my legs or pinning it with my body. Right? So, another little whoop-de-doo I do because I'm a big boy. When he starts to push into me with his hands like this, if I can't get it in like this, or 2, I'll pull his hand up, and then here, I'll just pin it.
Oh yeah, that feels familiar.
And then he can't do anything. And then I can still do all the same moves. Yeah, see, because even here, and I'm hitting it with my body, and it hurts so bad for him.
That doesn't feel great.
So, and then do that from the mount.
Yeah.
Because like if you're big boying from the mount, like for MMA, sorry, sidetrack. First thing you do is you throw a punch. Boom, boom.
Joe Daddy taught me that.
Yep.
Same thing.
And then you push right here. I get, what did
You
change?
can
Joe
bring
Daddy
that
Stevenson?
up. Yeah.
What did change? Joe Daddy stories.
Yeah.
I got a really good one.
Oh, cool. He's a good
He's
guy.
a super good guy.
Yeah.
Super good guy. Okay, so really quick. So I'm in here, he pushes my hip. I turn, I slide up, I stuff, okay? Instead of messing with all of this, since my head, his arm is behind my neck, I put my head down on the mat. Bop. So he can't bring it in front of my face. Okay? Then the next thing is, I'm gonna circle around his head. So I start to move, and I'm holding this, and I just start pushing his face until I get over the top. Now, once I'm here, a lot of times, I'll finish this. Bam, cutting armbar. That's my move. But now from here, since I'm over sitting on his face, I'm gonna pull him across and get him up on his side. And I sit on this arm. And if his arm's not there, I'll just reach back and grab it. And I sit on it. And now from here, you got your Kimura lock up. So I'm coming around right to here, grab his hand, lock this to my body, take it behind his back, wrist lock right to there, okay? If he's holding this, which I just let him, I come back and get the dummy arm bar. Wrist lock, Kimura. It doesn't work right there. Boom, there it is. Okay? And that's like the money move, in my opinion. Okay? Cool? Cool. Try it really quick, and we'll take a little break. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Here, let's induce switch base. So I push the hip, and he does that. Okay? Go back. So when I'm here like this, my sneaky little ninja hand is gonna come and grab his collar, just like this. So sit up. I'm literally grabbing his collar just like that. See that? No thumb grip, just really, you already know what I'm gonna do. Because I'm here, so I know, jiu-jitsu guy, I push his hip, he switch bases.
So it's a timing thing.
Oh, you're stupid, right? Yeah, well, I mean, like, that's pretty much how everything in the world works.
Oh yeah.
Because if you don't have any timing and you're driving cars, you just run into stuff.
And then you stop.
Huh? And then you stop.
Yeah.
Right?
That's how you
Live a
start,
little.
right?
Be crazy.
Right. So, but like I told you, this is silly.
Yeah.
This is very silly. So
Works
this is
out,
the,
man.
it totally works. I know it works.
Okay. How do you get out of it when they're crushing the fuck out of you?
That's the second part.
Oh, okay.
This is the
We're not
second
there
part.
yet.
Yeah.
Fine.
This is,
Fine.
before, this is the before.
Yep.
Okay? The best kind of defense
Don't get there.
is prevention.
Was it like 5, 6 stages of jiu-jitsu? It's like stage
I don't
2 or
know
3.
any of that stuff. I don't care.
You literally taught me that.
Okay. So I'm here. I get my hand in the collar. I push the hip here. Once he pulls through, his pendulum is this leg right here, this back one. That's his pendulum leg. So when I start to induce that right to there, and that thing swings through, and then I stiff arm. Now, see my body? Okay? I'm not flat. I gotta turn, and I gotta take him down my leg. Up. Okay? Just like that. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So this is the first one. This is momentum based. It's a, 40%er based off of who you're fighting, okay, and how good they are. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Or 2, even here. Watch. I'm here like this, and he starts coming through, and then he switches on me. Stiff arm. Arm bar. Okay. Really quick. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now we're gonna go for this, and then they're gonna brace. Okay? Cool? All right, so from here, I'm prepping the collar. I start to push. He starts to switch base on me. I start to do this. His back leg catches. See it? I bring my other hand in. I get the bottom one.
You're just working down the collar.
Work down the collar.
Sexy.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's super stupid. But even here, if he's already got it on me, and he's like switch bases on me, and we're just hanging out, and I just get right here, and I just do this, and I stiff arm, okay? And I'm stiff arming to get my knee in, okay? But that right there is pretty damn strong.
Yeah.
Once you develop this, I just did a seminar with Carlos Machado 2 weekends ago. He's at my academy, and he talked about power hip, and I have been nothing but focused on this power hip idea. I'm not allowing this anymore. I'm here always, and even if you push this down and pull this leg, right? It's fine. we'll just be on the other side. Okay, so for right now, here, I push the hip, boom, he turns, I go to sit up, doesn't work, I just relax, and I can keep working down. I can come up, if I can't come up, I go back. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Just roll it. Okay? Try it. 1, 2. Okay, so now. He switch bases me. Right here. What I'll do is I'll frame and I'll capture his arm. And the short side is pulling my elbow up. Keeps pulling my elbow. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull him back down and not let him have his switch base. Okay? And now, it forces him to do push, pull, or nothing, right? If he switches his base back to normal position, or that, see, that's my momentum. That's like shaking a champagne bottle. Okay, because that's his pullback. But if I pull him down here like this, and then he switches his knees back, that's my strip to guard.
Okay.
Because when he moves, I move.
Pulling them in to create space.
Pulling him in to create a reaction.
Okay.
The sushi.
The sushi.
Kasaki. Kasaki.
It's the
Kazushi.
sushi.
Kazushi. Oh,
Kazushi. In my school, we call it the sushi.
It's Japanese, you know.
now I get it. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
We didn't say the sushi the whole time. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm like, yeah, he said, I've heard that a couple times. I'm like, are we getting sushi?
Maybe.
I love that.
I'm down.
We're talking about what you taught us in Ohio. Kazushi.
Kazushi, yes. Yes, no, I'm a huge fan. So now, does everybody understand what we're doing? Okay, good. Back on top here. So look, if he's in the position, right? So get to the position. He's in the position, and I don't want to be here, and I can't make the stiff arm work, and I'm getting my butt kicked. I'm just gonna pull him down, and I'll even use my hips. Bring him forward, hook him. See right there? And I'm holding him to see because he's twisted right now. I'm twisting his spine. So what I'm trying to do by pulling his shoulder down is get his bottom half of his body to kind of follow suit by switching it back. Boom. When his hips start to switch, no back, homie. Boom. I'm already gone.
I have to do one or the other.
Yeah, you got to do one or the other.
Okay.
But if you do the other,
Right.
I'm going to slingshot it. See, I'm here like this. He pulls back. Wow, there's my stiff arm. Okay? Does this make sense?
It's like way more G-rated, bro.
Alright. So, pull the shoulder down.
I'm learning, man.
They pull back, stiff arm. Pull the shoulder down. They switch back, shrimp to guard.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.